Welcome to this short workshop, a mini course where we will talk about deploying the ancient knowledge system to address the current day problems. This workshop will open new dimensions in our thinking process, and probably also we can incorporate the takeaways from this workshop, this mini course, into our organizational policy as well as into our personal policy. We can use this information, this knowledge, this awareness for planning our own career. Also, there are several research opportunities for which you can get in touch with us. Welcome to the Addwit Institute, your new alma mater. As you can see, in this mini course, we will be covering several topics, and broadly they can be divided into three parts. In part 1, we will discuss about the concepts. In part 2, we will talk more about the implementation and the practical aspects of deploying the ancient knowledge systems to address the current day problems. And in part 3, we will wrap up with closing comments, and we will also take your questions. Almost 10 such questions which participants would have asked in the process of preparing this mini course have already been covered within this program. And you can always ask your question using the form which is available below this video. To give you a brief overview of what we will be covering, in part 1, we will have various topics starting from the nature of social crisis to challenges in conducting a social research and developing a solution, right up to maybe even going to the details of, for example, what can be the litmus test if we want to use the ancient knowledge system based education system to solve today's problem, current day's problem. And then of course we will go down to the details of how education is used or is a tool for reorganizing the society, social engineering. What are the vital dimensions in it, and how we need to calibrate those dimensions and those vital factors. In the section 2, where we'll be talking about the implementation of whatever we are discussing in this course, we will talk about the 6 critical life positions that control the quality of life and personal prosperity and financial happiness for almost 80 to 90% of cases, families and individuals. We will go to the details of what, how and why, the machinery, the process and the rationale behind the framework of solutions that Addwit Institute brings on the platter. We will also discuss what can we expect to accomplish in short run and in long run when we use these frameworks and these solutions. In the part 3, the closing remarks and wrapping up, we will look into how does a new idea travel to become an accepted idea. In what ways it must be verifiable. Then as a bonus, there will be as many as almost 10 questions which participants would have asked in our live sessions covered within these recorded videos. And then of course you will have coordinates to connect with us. As an opening note, while we begin this program, I would like to say 3 points. Number 1, we must be able to notice 2 parts in the title of this course: deploying ancient knowledge system, and second part being to address the current day problems and crisis. To address the current day problems and crisis. Ancient knowledge system, current day problems and crisis. As we progress in this course, you will be able to see that we have been able to establish a solution by deploying the ancient knowledge system to address the current day's problem, which means that we would address both parts of the title of the course. Second point which I'd like to stress upon is that the moment we think about ancient knowledge system, all that comes on our mind is maybe gurukuls and the scriptures or the granthas. With all respect to how it was in the past, in the ancient times, this course opens the basket of ingredients with which we will be able to draw the essence from the ancient knowledge system and use it for today's scenario. Let me give you a clue right now. In any knowledge system, there are three basic elements: the books or the course material, the teacher or the facilitator, and the pedagogy, how the knowledge is being transferred to the participants or students or pupil. At Addwit Institute, we have figured out how exactly to use the pedagogies from ancient knowledge system in today's context. And using those pedagogies, keeping those pedagogies at the center of our work, and with our understanding of the pattern of current day's crisis, we have been able to create a number of solutions, courses, and programs. More about it as we go further. And this third point, which is very, very important, please do not underestimate the importance of this background knowledge, because it is in the right background that we are able to recognize, we are able to appreciate, and we are able to kind of even see a design or an artwork or an alphabet. Background awareness is just as important as the foreground awareness. Ideally, when we want to have an in-depth understanding, we cannot be picky about only what matters superficially. Part 1 of the course is all about the background knowledge, and let me caution you that for some of the participants, this section may be most difficult. Below this video, you can find the facilitator introduction also. So welcome to this long, interesting and useful journey diving into the possibility of deploying ancient knowledge system to address the current day's problem. We will meet in the next session, where we will talk about the nature of social crisis. Namaste.